Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 831. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟.com. Now, this Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham. And I do invite you, because today the show is live, yes. So I do invite you to click on the link right there on the Facebook side. Join me on camera, promote yourself, your business, your special event, or just say hello. Talk about your garden, etc. Today is such a weird day. I thought I would pre-record today's show. I thought I would be at Catholic Charities. But, this morning we all got these notices, hurricane until 1:45, travel advisory and, flooding alerts and all that. And it's beautiful. I'm looking out right now. The sun's out. It is absolutely gorgeous out there. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I'm glad, because who needs more storm debris, right? So anyway, good morning, or rather good afternoon, everybody. So let's get started with the Word page, showing you what's happening today in Durham. So Word is the government and nonprofit information page. There are some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, the city of Durham, and also Durham County. So you can just go up and down the page and see about all the different programs that you can sign up for. And there are some city vacancies I want to tell you about. If you have special knowledge, special interest in these areas, then you can put in your application of interest by end of day today to join either the Durham Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, the Human Relations Commission, or the Mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee. So if you have an interest in helping the community, definitely check that out on the Word page. Okay, the Durham County Libraries, they're all open until 6. That does include Bragtown this time. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. Let's see what's happening with the Durham Police Department. There's a couple of announcements I need to make. So, as you know, well, let me find it first. So, as you know, Hyundais and Kias have been, because of, social media, they've been instructing people how to steal cars. Apparently, Hyundai in particular, they skipped some steps in manufacturing, which made the cars or vehicles easier to steal. So Hyundai went ahead and donated 120 steering wheel locks to the Durham Police Department. So if you were an owner of a Hyundai that was made between 2011 and 2022, then you can call, see if they have any left at the Durham Police Department. I'll give you the address, 602 East Main Street, which is downtown. And then you can see if you can run in real quick and pick up a free steering wheel lock. Also, National Night Out. This year, it's Tuesday, October 3rd. So neighborhood groups and businesses, community groups, they get together. They put together special programming. It's really fun. It's like taking the community back, so to speak. So go ahead and sign up with the Durham Police Department so that they can help you promote your event. So do this by end of day Sunday, this coming Sunday, because they send out the registration packet by mail. So it might be a little slow. So go ahead and get in let them know that you're holding a special event. Also, you can request a police presence that they could visit and say hi to the kids and dance the wobble and all that sort of thing. They can't promise that they'll visit your event because I think they're short-staffed, so they can't actually promise. But anyway, go ahead and let them know by Sunday, this coming Sunday, that you're putting on an event for National Night Out. Okay, let's see what's happening at the Durham Tech Small Business Center. Let us see. There are some free online classes. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur, or if you are already running your business and want to do better, want to learn new skills, they always have these free classes. They're offered across the state. So totally free, no strings attached. So let's see what's being offered today. By the way, click on the link at the top of the post so that you can see the classes that I did not include. I can't possibly list all of them. Of course, there's so many. But I did choose 3 for today. Getting a website started for your small business. That class will be held from 6 until 7. Here's another one, Introduction to QuickBooks, Part 1. I think QuickBooks is all about accounting. So that's from 6 until 7:30. Then here's another class, Funding Your Business, and that is from 6 until 8. All of these are totally free and online. Okay, let's go to the school tools page. The kids are back in school, not today, because again, what a weird day. The kids are enjoying a day off because of the hurricane, which never arrived. I shouldn't say anything because it might arrive later as far as, actually, let me check. Where's my phone? I'm going to check the weather app in just a second. But anyway, as far as the school tools page, I have some really, really helpful apps and links listed on the school tools page. So, for example, setting up an account with Canvas so you can keep track of your kids' progress in school. Also, you can see the lunch menus in advance. Also, you can sign up your kid for a free lunch program. Also, you've got 30 days after the beginning of the school year, so less than 30 days, to make sure that your child is vaccinated properly. So I do have links so that you can see the requirements by grade level in terms of what your child needs in terms of immunizations. So check that out as well on the school tools page. Also, you can sign up your child for the before and or after school program. Also, let's see, you can stay connected to your child's teachers and school by downloading the Power School Parent Portal app. There's all kinds of, it's amazing what's available to parents nowadays, parents, grandparents, and guardians. And let's see, also, you can add money to your child's lunch account without even going to the school. So it's really cool. Go ahead and check it out on the school tools page. Okay, let's go to the health page, to your health, where, of course, got your COVID-19 updates. Don't even have to say that anymore. Now, 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗎 has something going on today. And NAMI, by the way, stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝗎, they're having an online stress and anxiety support group for African Americans. It's every Thursday, 7 until 9, totally free. It's online. And what's discussed at the meeting stays at the meeting. It's a guided meeting. It's not just like a free-for-all. So you can get resources, you can get encouragement, etc. So anyway, you can talk about stuff that bothers you. It's going to be from 7 until 9 this evening. Oh, the American Red Cross is having a blood drive. Let me scroll down to that. So the American Red Cross is having a blood drive today at the Mary Duke Biddle Trent Simmons Center for Health. Long name, 𝗖𝗜𝗧𝗬 Center, and that is near, I think it's near Washington Duke. I'm pretty sure it's near the Washington Duke Inn, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Anyway, set your GPS for 𝗖𝗜𝗧𝗬 Drive. It's on Duke campus. So this is going to be from 10:30 until 3:30. So obviously they've already started. Let's see. Now tomorrow they will be at the streets at South Point starting at noon. I'll remind you about that tomorrow. Now Blood Connection are also having a blood drive. They will later be at the Bonefish Grill, 7820 Highway 751 from 4 until 8. Oh, tomorrow they will be at the SECU, what is it, State Employees Credit Union, the one on Highway 54, and that's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 2, and I'll remind you about that tomorrow as well. And that's it for the To Your Health page. Let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. There are more pages. That's the last one I'll talk about today. I want to respect the fact that it's your lunchtime. You probably want to go eat. So let's see what's happening today. let's see. So if you love eating outside, then Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive, right off of Highway 54. They're going to have Darian Rutherford. In fact, he just started. So it's from noon until 2. He is an indie soul songwriter, singer, Darian Rutherford at Boxyard RTP. So you sit outside in this beautiful weather. It's really cooled off. So you can definitely do that. And let's see, you can buy food, you can buy lunch. You don't have to go hungry. The eateries are right there on site. Okay, New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1306 Fayetteville Street. They will be giving away free meals to people in need from 3 until 6. They're served by the 5 and the 5K bus. It's time for politics. You know it. So you can meet and talk and ask questions of the Democratic candidates for this year's municipal election. So that's going to be held today at the candidate mixer, which will be held at Mike D's Barbecue. Yes, Mike D's Barbecue is back in business. They're not in their old spot on Driver near Anger, but they're on the other side of Anger, closer to the railroad tracks. So this is going to be from 5:30 until 7. Free admission, but I wouldn't be surprised at Mike D's Barbecue if they would appreciate if you would order something to eat, of course. When you smell the barbecue, you're going to want to eat anyway. All righty, let's see what else is happening. High Wire Brewing Durham from 6 until 8. They're going to have their mini pop-up market where they choose one arts and crafts vendor. They set up shop. They show off what they make some sales. It's just a good way just to visit an artist, enjoy your time outside in this beautiful weather. Let's see. Triangle Turtles and Hares Running Group. They're going to have their Thursday evening run. Again, it's much cooler tonight. You're going to love it. 6:30 until 9:30. They're going to be meeting at Tomato Jake's. That is near the Target on Renaissance Parkway. It'll be dark by the time you finish, so you might want to get like a little flashlight or one of those night lights. Now tomorrow, Counterculture Coffee is going to have tasting at 10. A great way to start the day if you love coffee, from 10 until 11. They're at 812 Mallard Avenue, right off of Elizabeth Street, which is what Fayetteville Street becomes when you go north. So it's from 10 until 11 and free. The Salvation Army of Durham, they're going to have free food Friday. That's tomorrow, 10 until noon, or while supplies last. They give away food. Sometimes they have hygiene items, sometimes even pet food. Now it's 10 to basically like noon-ish, but if you want to volunteer, you can start at 8 and you can help them sort everything out. And I'm sure they'll let you take something home if you are also a person in need who wants to just give back by volunteering. So you can call the number that I have there listed and then see if they need you tomorrow. And that is it. I was so excited about the weather. I forgot to check my app. Let me go get let me bring on Guy R. Cook. I have to go get my phone. It's on the charger. And he will tell you a really corny joke while I retrieve my phone. Let's bring on Guy R. Cook, who is in Kennewick, Washington State. Guy, what is new with you?
The high today will only be 71.
See, it's much cooler here as well. And in fact,
it's way cooler here. Way cooler.
Wow. And the air is clearer, I hope.
Yeah.
Nice.
The air quality test that I do,
mm-hmm.
The window behind me is closed now, so we don't have a conflict. Directly out that window, about a mile away, is the roof line of the Walmart building.
Okay.
As you know, Walmart is painted blue, at least in Washington State they are. And if I can see the color blue on their roof line, then the air is pretty good.
To go.
If I can just see the haze and just barely make out the roof line, but can't even see the color, then I know to go to the air quality link that I've got and see how bad things are. But
I do have Okay, and I do have an air quality link on the health page, the Durham
Right.
Skywriter. So I have to go get my phone. So you know what that means, Guy? That
Yes,
means
I say
corny
those words.
joke.
Echo. Pat's gone, so tell me a joke.
I once knew a dog that was so good at fetching sticks. The dog was promoted to branch manager.
That's a good one. Now
See,
that was
that's not very corny.
That's good.
I could try again.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Tell me a corny joke.
If you ever get lost in a corn maze, just follow your ears.
Ooh. Wow, that was a double hitter there.
Yeah, well.
Whoa, double play.
Trying to be corny.
Thank you, Guy. I appreciate it. I always appreciate you're able to step in and help. So here's my app here. I got the weather app. So it's really weird. So the hurricane, okay, they were warning us about the hurricane and it said, until 1:45. All right. But now it's saying until 8. So let me check the weather report because obviously things are changing. I wanted to go from the app instead of my memory because I wanted to see the updates. So right now it's 75 degrees. It's partly cloudy. It's totally sunny here on Cap Street. But the high is only going to be 81 degrees today. 81. But let me see about the hurricane. So right now it's showing that it's sunny until there's no indication of rain in the forecast, even though the advisory warns us that we have until 8 o'clock to worry about the hurricane. So no, I don't think we're going to get anything. I really don't. Let me check my other app, which tends to be more emotional and histrionic. Let's see. So my other app says, yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything. It says 0%. 0%. So the kids have been let out of school for no reason. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to mention
teachers time off.
let me mention though, just in case people are heading to the Durham Center for Senior Life, it is closed today. Everyone who's a member of the Durham Center for Senior Life probably got the phone call letting you know that it's closed because of inclement weather. But again, it's perfect. I wish you could see it, Guy. It's so beautiful out. The sun's out. The birds are singing. I see the butterflies. It's just perfect. It's weird. Yeah. I don't think the hurricane's going to hit us at all. So there you go. Amazing.
Let me check. Set up for you.
Okay, wait. One more thing. I forgot. I got to tell the folks what's happening tomorrow. So tomorrow's Friday. The high will be 80 tomorrow, and it looks like it's going to be sunny all day.
September
the weekend looks gorgeous. So Saturday, 82 and sunny. Sunday, 88 and sunny. And then we're back up to the 90s all next week. So we're not done with summer weather just yet.
Is time flying by? Because tomorrow is September.
I know.
Isn't
it so crazy? I know.
Did you stay up late and look at the blue moon last night?
No, because it was incredibly crowdy. It was cloudy. Yeah. I didn't think I would see
Sometimes
it.
It's called crowdy if you're in China. It's crowdy.
There you go. What about you? Did you see it?
Yeah. Because I don't know if I'm going to make it another 15 years to see the next one. One of my classmates in school, she says, "Oh, I'm going to be 100. No sweat." Yeah. So anyway, share my screen and I'll show you the goodie for today. This is a donation receipt template form. And you can see right next to where it says create document, you got to first select the state that you're in. The rules are different, and they do the form different in every state. And I'm not sure why Idaho is there by default. But anyway,
you need money.
Take a look at that. If you're a 501c3 receiving donations, and there are rules. Like if the donation is over $250, then you got to do a different thing than if the guy just sends you a $5 check. Okay.
Okay.
And this is because I work with U.S. Route 6 Tourist Association. I had to find out, do a little bit of homework. And so while you're talking, I said, where's the donations tax receipt form? There's got to be one. And, I'm sure somebody in government got the job of making the form up. And this website, eForms, has got it set up online. And just to kick the tires, I guess, I went in and made my own form. And then the only downside is to access the finished result, which would be something like this, shows in this little screenshot here on the side. Get your copy of the Durham Skywriter to Save Your Nonprofit. And then you're going to send it to Dr. 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 for making a donation for $10 or whatever. Then it's got all of the answers required in a form, easy as cake to do.
Yeah.
And the biggest hurdle that you'll have is to know the EIN, Echo India November number for the nonprofit. It's a 9-digit code, and it's usually 2 numbers and a dash, and then the rest of the numbers.
Okay.
And that's
well, anyone dealing with funds for a nonprofit would know that number.
Right. And most of the nonprofits that you're going to look at, I can't remember if they've got.
Oh, look who's here! Barb is here. Hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb.
Hi.
So anyway, they've got all the popular nonprofits listed here, like United Way, Goodwill, Usual Suspects, and
you find the best
if
stuff.
you can click on one of those charity names, you can download their donation receipt automatically. And I haven't done it, but I'm sure it must have all of the I's dotted, T's crossed, and you just put in your name and your amount, and bazinga, you're done.
Okay. Yeah, put that link in the show notes so the people.
Yeah, we'll do. I was planning on
that. Thank you. Hey, Barb, we were both amazed by the cooler weather. In my case, it's only going up to, what did I say, 81 today? Wait. Yeah, 81 today. Yeah, 81. And it's 75 right now. So weird. What about you, where you are?
I'm actually at my place in New Mexico right now, but my computer gets confused as to whether it's at Eagle Crest in Central Oregon or here locally. So I'm not sure. That doesn't look right for my temperature today. It was supposed to be 90 the last I know.
Ooh, we're getting back up to the 90s next week. Yeah.
Let's see.
We're having a nice little respite.
Yeah. It's cooler in the evenings. That's what's important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to have that. So, are you all ready for the new month?
Yeah. Well, actually, the best part about it being September is that this is the month that my sister will visit me from Chicago. So I'm very excited. In a few weeks, she will be here. Woo!
Wonderful.
And guess what her nickname is, Barb? Cookie.
Oh, Cookie. One of my best friends in life was Cookie.
Yeah.
She passed away a couple years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's going to visit, but if we get her on camera, that's going to be a hair puller, maybe.
She came on camera last time she visited.
Well, yeah, but I think you threatened her with a knife or something, didn't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's a retired actress, so she's been on camera a lot. She's been on before. She's not camera shy.
If you get a bottle of tea because you're thirsty out on the road, be sure that you read the little fine print down here that says unsweetened black tea. Nasty stuff.
Is it?
I mean, it's like, you know how the medicine that's good for you tastes real icky? It's kind of like that. So I just went in the kitchen a while ago and got some of Darlene's fake sugar.
Threw it in there.
And shook it up.
There you go.
Got to make it drinkable. Get a few miles into it.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would drink anything unsweetened. I mean, what's the point? So, I don't. I shouldn't. Well,
I had
to
an
each his own.
interesting conversation with a cousin by marriage. He works at Intel.
Mhm.
And so we started talking geek stuff, and everybody kind of moved us away to their own table. So just Aaron and I were at the table. And my brother-in-law, John, sat down for a while, and he goes, "Now, this is too technical for me." He left.
Oh,
He wasn't going to put up with that anymore.
alienated the whole
But
group.
I've been, like, I need more devices, but the eventuality is I'm going to have to get a new computer. So
What
I'm
do you
getting
have?
these little,
Computer?
like 5x5, maybe an inch tall, inch and a half tall, little itty bitty computers, have no fan in them.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'd get a lot of desk space back if I had one of those. You could just mount it on the back of your monitor and have almost an all-in-one setup.
Interesting.
So,
yeah. Oh, so you're not talking about the monitor. So
yeah,
it's
he said,
Just the box.
he said,
oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
those little towers, I guess we'll call them mini towers,
Mhm.
or fancy towers, are all over at Intel. There's a lot of people using those.
Mhm.
And I think it's
Mac
the
Mini is
space
popular
saving.
too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm keeping an eye open for is this iPad. It is a 6th generation iPad.
Isn't Apple supposed to have a hootenanny coming up about new products?
I think next week or so, but I'm just worried. I just want to, supposedly this is covered until like the end of next year or so. They never really tell you when they're going to discontinue supporting whatever gear. So I'm actually keeping an eye out for the Mac, what's it called? The iPad Mini, which is
Mhm.
adorable, which is absolutely adorable. Because unfortunately, this size, which is 9.7, is perfect. You carry it around in my little
Right.
case here. But they keep getting bigger and bigger. I don't know why they're making these tablets so darn big.
It's
Only
supply and demand.
It's silly though, because they're bigger than laptops. What
Well,
is
they
the
got to
point?
sell them. They have to sell them. And so if somebody says, hey, I'd
No.
buy one, but it's got to be 14 inches wide, guess what's
That's
going to happen?
silly. No, they need to be smaller, not bigger. So the iPad Mini is the only one that's smaller than this.
So,
And yeah,
so you're not going to be able to get updates for that after, what did you say, a year and a half or so?
Yeah, and if that is true, then I will get the iPad Mini, unless
Now,
they
do
change their mind.
They have some kind of software that you can put onto that and make it usable. I know on Chromebooks they do.
It will always be usable. Some people still have their first generation iPads.
Right.
It's just that I like for my stuff to be up to date.
Right. You don't get security updates and so forth after a time.
Yeah, it's kind of important to me.
Right. That's a hassle.
So I will probably retire this, and I don't know what I'll do with it. But yeah, I might end up getting the iPad Mini next year if it's true that this is going to be discontinued in terms of support. So, but some of these iPads look so ridiculous. They're like 13 inches. And I'm like, my laptop is 13.
Those are probably the journalists in the world that have to do a lot of writing.
You don't need something that's bigger than your tabletop. I mean,
well, some do.
I guess. But anyway, I digress.
I didn't put enough sugar in. It's medium sweet. It's not. I know you living in the South, you know what sweet tea is. And Bart probably makes sunshine in Oregon. Well, this is not sweet tea. This is like moderately sweetened, unsweetened tea.
Actually, thank you, Guy, for this link. Wonderful. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the one I put it into the comments.
Nice.
And then be sure to, if you go to that link, you want to be sure to pick your state. Like if you're in New Mexico. Pick New Mexico. Okay. Because it must be different, or else they wouldn't have a state menu available.
Yeah. Now, Barb, I don't know if you're aware, we're supposed to be getting they closed the Drum Center for Senior Life. The kids are all out of school. They thought there was going to be this big
That's
hurricane.
why I stopped by. It's like, how are you doing?
Great. I mean, it's gorgeous and it's so beautiful. The sun is out. The sky is blue. They said that, oh my God, the hurricane, we have to worry until 1:45. Now they're saying we worry until 8. I just checked the app. There's no indication of rain, but of course you never know. But
wow.
But you don't want the kids to be stuck at school in a hurricane. I mean, that would be tense.
Exactly.
Quite tense indeed. So yeah. So but anyway, supposedly
Category 2.
Oh, is it 2 now? Okay, it was 3 last night, but
yeah,
I'm sure the Outer Banks and Wilmington, if anybody's getting hit, it's them.
Oh, this is
I live in the middle of
Idalia. The hurricane, right?
Right.
The hurricane. We used to be in Florida. Oh, okay.
But I live right smack dab in the middle of the state.
A friend of mine that I've known her for years. I've never met her face to face. She lives in New York. Well, she did live in New York, and then she retired from her job, moved to Florida to be with family. And she was in the Florida Panhandle, right where that storm is going to happen. Are you in Florida still, or in New York? She says, no, I'm in New York now. I'm going to go visit my daughter. Except she came down with COVID. I went, then stay away. Don't go see her. Just call her on the phone and say, hey, it'd be great to say goodbye, and then go back to someplace else. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's awkward. But of course, if she has to go to New York because of the hurricane, then just wear a mask. That's hard around family, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But if you have to, you have to. So
I've not been in survivor of a hurricane.
I went out in a hurricane once when I was in college in Alabama, Talladega College.
And you went outside to see what it was like?
I'm from Chicago. I never saw a hurricane, so I went outside. I had to.
Oh,
so I went outside, and people were all running. Oh my God! And I went out there, and I just stood in the rain. It was like, wow! And I put my hand in front of my face like this, and I couldn't see it. That's how it was.
That's like fog in England. People around here say, "Oh, it's a foggy day. Oh, the visibility is terrible." When we had fog in England, and if Dad was driving the car to the base for whatever reason, one time I remember looking out the window. I rolled down the passenger side window in our 1951 Ford.
I could tell it was old because he went like this.
And I had to make sure he was staying on the road.
Wow.
If I could hear gravel, then I know he'd went off into the gravel, and then that's bad.
Because those little roads in England.
Yeah, it was nasty stuff.
Wow. Well, I guess that's it for today's show, unless you want to tell us about anything else happening in your lives.
Extreme weather that came to mind when you talked about you went outside in the hurricane. When I was in grade school, it was in 1962, they had the Columbus Day windstorm on the coast in Washington State. And the wind was like, I don't know, 100 miles an hour or something, really bad.
Wow.
So the 6th grade teacher that we had, he sent us out for recess. So me and two buddies were the only guys on the playground. This is odd. Because, I mean, the whole school's gone recess time, 10:15 or whatever. We're the only ones out there. I'll never forget. I could take my coat, your winter coat that you're wearing, and I could grab it by the bottom of the lapels on each side, or the bottom corners, and hold it out like a kite and lean back and not fall over.
Kids used to do that back home. Yeah.
Yeah, the wind was going really, really good. Wow, pretty soon they called us back in and we were safe.
I guess so. I mean, your parents would have been incensed if they knew if they let you guys go out during a windstorm.
Oh, I'm glad I
What's the
survived.
craziest weather you've lived through, Barb?
Weather-wise, I would say it's flooding in we have and that was in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I remember as a kid, my dad had a boat business on the side, and he would have to take the boats down to the edge of the water to get people across to get into their vehicles and stuff. And that was a pretty scary thing. So,
wow.
Yeah.
There was some guy, state patrolman someplace down there in the flood area in California, and he said, if you see water on the roadway, don't drive through it like it's 6 inches.
Yeah.
That could be
Absolutely.
You could drive right into the lake.
Yeah. What is that behind you, Barb, with the goo eyes over your left shoulder?
Monty, the black sheep. This.
Yeah. What is that?
That is a promotional item for the special shape balloon by that same name. And I had Monty back here. Actually, my husband has transported the fluffies to Balloon Fiesta for the owner of the special shape balloon. Matches this. And I had it back here to remind me
That's so funny.
I needed to address that in my balloon group today.
Oh, that picture that you have, the newest post that you have in your balloon talk group is beautiful.
That Cameron did? That was something, wasn't it? I thought so too. So listen, you guys, do you connect StreamYard with multiple YouTube channels or just one?
I only have one channel.
The only time I use it is right here.
Just one channel?
YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I
have a login, but that's just so I can participate here. I don't think I've ever streamed anything on StreamYard. If I'm going to do something face-to-face, I have an account with whereby.com. I can have up to 100 people. And so StreamYard's not even on the radar.
Okay. So are you experimenting, Barb?
Well, I have my own channel. I have probably three YouTube channels right now, but in this last year, I've forgotten how to connect, and I went to their Connect support page. And I know you have to be an owner manager on whatever channel you have to connect to, but it's just not even recognizing my other channels that I'm an owner manager on. So I didn't know if it was a StreamYard, a support thing I need to look into or keep looking to see if there's one other step I have to take.
Oh, you want to have your StreamYard session connect to multiple YouTube channels.
Yeah,
it is already. I've got it done to 3, but it's been probably a year and a half since I've done it last, and I can't find my trail of how I did it.
They're very responsive, 24/7.
I think I'm going to contact support.
Yeah, they probably got a how to do it video on YouTube.
For multiples, I think I'll Google that one too and see if they do have for multiples, because it has to be for multiples if you have more than one YouTube account.
Because I think if you check their blog page, I think it's their blog page, they have tutorials and all that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, they've got.
If you ask a question, they'll answer you within the hour.
Yeah. So did you see that on my profile yesterday that I had completed 700 Udemy courses?
700.
700. And I've actually enrolled in 1,000. So that means that I've completed 70%. And what I want to do, because it's a marketing thing, I want to say I've enrolled in over 1,000 courses and I've completed over 80%. So that's where I want to get, because 70 is not quite, being from the academic side is like 85%. It was at least in the B grading category. But the reality is that worldwide that less than 20% of the people who enroll in online courses finish them.
Really?
That I did not know. So I was surprised on that. Yeah. And I finished some of them more than once. So
I wonder if people just, if the courses maybe aren't pleasing to them, or I wonder if they forget and just get
more.
Oh, they've got something else to do.
Right. They forget it's no longer a high priority to them.
But Udemy courses, are they set up in a real sophisticated way where you can pick up where you left off? Because maybe they're frustrated if they can't find exactly.
No, it's not that. They've got research results and stuff on it, but the platform itself is very conducive to learning the way that it's put up. And I think, one of the reasons why it's like I was excited about it was I didn't really stop and think about my process of learning. And I used it more or less as an alternative to watching television when I'm alone or something, because at least it stimulates my mind.
That's smart. And I just do YouTube videos. Yeah.
Yeah, because then I also you have the transcript from it to work from, and I've really enjoyed my membership. And the thing is it gets hilarious after time because, in participating in live platforms and how we all connected together initially is that you become over and over and over again and visiting all the different live sessions. You really begin to, you tweet, it's like, oh, that's good, or that's not so much. And it is amazing what they get away with that are bestsellers. And people, and I look at their reviews and stuff, and I'm going, wow, you got to be kidding me. But I figured it all out, and I'm real excited that I accomplished that goal, because my goal was to have at least enlisted in 1,000 before the end of August. And I did that. I got the 1,000 around the 26th, and then I completed my 700th course yesterday. And I noticed that I had of the 300 that I have, the rest of them are in progress. They're not, I don't have any that I haven't started. I've started them all. But I noticed that a lot of them that were in progress were over 50% complete. So I think I'm going to go back and try before this day is over. At least say I can, that I've got 800. I'm hoping I can get that many. Because it's been an interesting adventure, and kind of excited about the fall coming up. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to still be in New Mexico this fall through Balloon Fiesta. And this next month is the push for the National Suicide Prevention Month. So I'm going to participate in that. And so I'm excited. I think it'll be a good fall. And I guess we have another Amazon Prime Day coming up too, don't we? In October.
Oh, I don't know.
It is. I think it was announced. It was in October. So lots to do.
Speaking of saving money, because we're all seniors, look to see if your local farmers market has promotions for seniors. The North Carolina Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program gave me $50 worth of coupons.
Wow. That's great. That's great.
And good idea.
So, yeah, excellent.
So
I'll check with that into your paper just to, create.
Oh, it's in there. It's in there, but you really need to check to see if you have it where you live, because $50 goes a long way to farmers market.
Yeah. I remember they did something like that in Walla Walla with the farmers market, gave the senior center in Walla Walla some kind of vouchers or something so they could get produce. It's kind of a health thing, eat healthy.
Right. Right. They wanted to.
I don't remember.
And this was through the Durham Center for Senior Life. So
wonderful. That's great. Well, Any little bit can help.
Well, here's the cool thing. It's not just for the Durham farmers market. It's for neighboring farmers markets. Like if I go to Raleigh or Chapel Hill or Carborough.
That's
or
great.
whatever.
That's great.
Yeah.
Check that.
We even have a black farmers market. It's good there too. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Support the black Southern farmers.
I need to beg off. I've got a big day. It's the 1st of September, and the only clue I'm giving you, we have locations of interest on the Route 6 website. And the clue is this: the guy John Deere that started the whole company,
Tractors and stuff. Yeah.
John Deere never saw a tractor.
What?
True fact.
No way. He wasn't a farmer?
John Deere's claim to fame, what got him started in the whole thing, he made a plow. Back in 1840 something, he made a steel plow.
Okay.
And the rest is history. They're the biggest in the world.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And with that, I want to thank the two of you for being on the show. As always, come back as often as possible.
Okay.
And have a beautiful day.
Oh, hey, one last thing. Did you get the hashtag I sent you? Remember, I said if you do a hashtag for Bull City Hangout instead of Durham NC, that it would come up as just the only thing happening is this event with that hashtag.
Oh, no, I did not get that. You sent it to me via Messenger? I'll check for it.
Yeah. It's either Messenger or email, one of the two.
I will definitely check that. Thank you, Guy, in advance. Okay, well, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Always great when friends stop by. You can do so as well. I do Bull City Hangout weekdays at noon, Saturdays at 10 a.m. Sometimes they're pre-recorded because I have other things on my plate. You know, I'm working part-time now with senior pharmacist. I don't know if part-time is the right word, freelance, whatever the word is. But anyway, have a beautiful day. I don't know if we're going to get a hurricane or not. Keep checking your weather apps. Check more than one because sometimes they have competing information. So anyway, have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.